What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Mattel WWE Elite Collection Series 47B, Konnor of the Ascension. I was really looking forward to Victor and Konnor this series. I'm really glad I have him in hand. You can see he does come with his entrance gear. On the side we have an image of Konnor right here. Same image on the side. And then on the back we have that exact same image as well as a bio for Konnor. He is 6'4", weighs 268 pounds from the Wasteland. Ring attire is from January 2016. Signature move is the Fall of Man. Career highlights: he is one half of the NXT Tag Team Champions with his partner Victor right here. Other figures of this line besides Konnor include Kane, The Rock, Brian Pillman, Goldust, and Victor. Collecting all of them does give you this diorama. So really glad I have this figure in hand. So what we're going to do now is take a little break, get him open up, and then we'll go on to the rest of his review. So sit tight, everyone. And so here we have Konnor out of the packaging now. Before we get on to the figure, let's actually show off his display stand. Again, really like this display stand, not liking this backdrop whatsoever. Instead of giving us cardboard inserts, they could be giving us different accessories. I really don't like the effort that goes into these. These, I just basically throw them away. They serve no purpose to me. But these display stands are really awesome. I do like them, and if you have more than two, you can join them together. Although I'm being an idiot and I can't seem to get them to lock. And they do interlock really well, you can see. It's upside down and it's still holding. But anyway, throwing that off to the side, let's actually have a look at Konnor here. And I'm going to say, huge improvement over his previous released figure. Now, is he too big? Probably, but I think he looks much better than the original released Konnor. And let's actually show off his accessory before we get on to comparisons. He does also come with his own version of the shoulder pads. And unlike Victor, Konnor's are easier to get off. You just basically turn his head a little bit so that his goatee clears. And once it clears, it comes off and over his head. And it's the exact same clip system that we saw with Victor. It just tabs it back here. And then it sits perfectly well on this figure. Really do like that. Oh, and I just dropped it. Moving Konnor off to the side for just one moment. Again, really liking the details on this shoulder pad, whatever you want to call it. All the red parts are sculpted details, so they're not only painted, but they are actually sculpted as well. And you can see on Konnor's here, they actually painted this strap, where on Victor's they omitted that. Kind of strange that they omitted it on Victor's, but it is what it is, and you can see still no silver paint on the clips. Or the red accent right here is missing, so there is that. But looks nice. And in case you're wondering, yes, if you have the basic Konnor figure, this can go on him as well. It does fit a little big, but it still looks nice on him. Let's move him off the side for just one moment so we can go on to the Elite figure here. And I'm going to say, again, huge improvement over the basic figure. I really wasn't a fan of how small the basic figure was, and did they make Konnor too big? They probably did. I know that they have different torsos that they could have used for him. I'm trying to think what would have been a good torso to use for him. Not the Batista, or I don't know, he just seems a little big. I know Konnor's a bigger guy, but he's not Ryback big. Let's actually go on to his details before we ramble on. As with Victor, Konnor here has the same basic head sculpt that he had in his Battle Pack release. Let's move the camera out really fast. So same figure, or same head, different paint, and I really do think the Elite one looks better. So I'm probably going to keep this. Originally I was going to head swap him, but looking at it now, I think he's going to keep his head. can see his tattoo is nicely detailed. The skull and roses looks nice. He has a clover on his back, which I was ready to rub off, saying, oh, they put green paint on him. Why does he have green paint? And then I look closer and, oh, it's a tattoo. I almost rubbed that off. And then his barbed wire tattoo right there. A little bit of paint error right here on his belly button, but not too big. And his attire looks really, really nice. I do like the bleeding eye of Osiris. All these rivets are not sculpted, they are painted, which you can see here on his tassel. It's not as straight as you would like it, but it is there. And the train's going by, of course, during my review. And then we get on to his boots, which I think is one of the best things about this figure. He has the Ascension logo on his boots. How awesome is that? Let's see if I can show that off just a little better. That is a lot of detail right there in that little area. And it's the same for both of them, so that looks really cool. Really glad they threw that on him. And then you can see on his boots all that detail there too. So overall, really liking how Konnor here came out. And speaking of which, let's actually get him posed right here so we can bring on his previous figure so we can have a comparison of the two. So let's have him right there. And we have his Battle Pack figure here, and as you can see, huge difference. Not only is the tattoo painted, he didn't have the clover, but the size is also better. I do like the bigger Konnor over the tiny Konnor. I don't know. This looks much better, and moving him off to the side so we can go have a look at Konnor's articulation. He does have a ball jointed head. He can look up. Can't really look down, but he does look up pretty well. Some slight side-to-side movement, and then his head can do a full 360, although it is a little bit hindered by his chin and how large his traps are. Arms on the ball joint go out to about that far. Do a full 360. Spin at the bicep. Single jointed at the elbow. Spins and bends at the wrist. No problems there. He does have an ab crunch, which bends back pretty far. Not forward all the way, but enough, I guess. Waist swivel. Legs do go forward, back, and out. He has a thigh swivel. Double jointed in the knee, although a little hindered by his knee pads. But he does have it. Swivel at the boot, and has really stiff ankles, and I'm having a hard time moving those. If you remember, Victor had really loose ankles. Konnor has really tight ankles, and he has some really slight side-to-side movement. But that's Konnor for you. So what I'm going to do now is take a little break, get him posed for my final thoughts. Then we'll wrap up this review. So sit tight, everyone. And so here we have Konnor of the Ascension posed for my final thoughts. Overall, I really do like this figure, and I really do like the way these guys look together. I've been waiting for an Elite Ascension for so long, and I'm really glad I have them in hand now. Overall, I really do recommend Konnor, especially if you picked up Victor, because I'm not going to lie, I've been having a lot of fun posing these guys. These guys are a lot of fun to pose. Now, I actually found these guys at Walmart. I actually was giving up looking for these guys, because every time I went to Walmart, they had the entire wave, but the Ascension there, so that really got my hopes down. I was actually going to order these guys on Amazon, and I decided to go in after work today, and lo and behold, they just put a fresh case out, and I just had to snag these guys before anyone else did. Really glad I did, because I'm a huge fan of the Ascension. I wish WWE would do more with them, but that's neither here nor there. But if you guys can find these guys, I really recommend you get both of them, because you can't have one without the other, and I don't know, it just isn't the Ascension without Victor and Konnor right here. But anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap up my review here. Thank you for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe to my channel. I have new WWE figures almost every week, and I try to post something every weekday, so hopefully you guys enjoy the content that I've been putting out. If WWE figures aren't your thing, go ahead and check out the rest of my channel. I have other action figures that you guys can look up. As always, if there's an action figure or a series that you guys would like to see me review on this channel, let me know down in the comments, and if it fits in my collection, I definitely will have a look at it. But until next time, I'm KingofDragons 5000, and I will see you guys later. Take care, everyone.
My dream.